Hello, yogi friends. So we are here on day five, and today we're talking about creating rituals. So today we're going to create one for ourselves. A ritual, it doesn't have to be anything fancy. It just has to be something that is yours. A ritual is a conscious, intentional act done with presence. Even something simple like lighting a candle, sipping tea, or setting an affirmation. It's how we can turn everyday moments into sacred experiences. Rituals are grounding, anchoring, and personal. They remind you that you matter. You really do. Some examples of rituals that you can try is lighting a candle before journaling, taking 3 deep breaths before meals, pulling a tarot or affirmation card each morning, doing your skincare or stretching slowly with intention, making tea, sipping it without distractions, writing 3 things that you're grateful for before going to bed, putting your phone down and stepping outside and looking at the sunset. What are some small rituals that you can create today that'll honor yourself and where you're at? How does it feel to make time for you today and for it today, the ritual? What time of day feels best for the ritual in your routine? It's a good thing to note. What senses, touch, smell, sound, sight, whatever, do you want to include in your ritual? What does my body need more in daily life? That could be a ritual. Let me think. What are my favorite rituals? I love washing my face or taking a shower. So like anytime I'm having a bad day, I turn on music, I light a candle, I go take a shower, I wash my hair, I wash my face, I wash it all away, and that is probably like my number one, is that. And then I'll come in my room and I'll, light candles in here, maybe light an incense in here, change the environment, change the vibe, anything to switch it up, change the music, put lotion on my whole body. I always feel like putting lotion on your whole body is such a self-care, like intimate thing. Like nobody is going to put lotion on your body like you are, and that's probably my biggest form of self-love, is putting lotion on, which sounds silly, but it is what it is. Other things that I do that are kind of a ritual, I don't know, I go get coffee every day. It could be a ritual. I do take lots of deep breaths. Like if I feel overwhelmed, or like if I get in these moments throughout the day where I'm like going, like constantly moving, I'll be like, okay, hold on. Pause. I have hiccups. Pause, and then I'll like do 3 deep breaths, 4 deep breaths. I guess some sort of thing that I've done that's a ritual is tracking my food. I do that every time I eat now, and I feel like that's kind of a ritual, if you will. Let's get into our mindful movement. Today's poses are all about slow and being soothed. So we have seated side stretch, neck rolls, cat-cow, and child's pose. I still have hiccups. Lotus or easy pose. So let's start just in a seat. And let's start with some neck rolls. So we're going to drop the chin down, start rotating the head, whichever direction you like. Once you've rotated a couple times one direction, go ahead and switch to the other way that you were not going, the opposite direction. I want to be slow and mindful. Beautiful. And then we'll come back to center. We're going to circle sweep our arms up, drop the right hand down, bend the elbow, take that left arm up and over, and we're just stretching really long, really big, really deep. Don't hold your breath. You want to breathe through all of these stretches. Sometimes it's nice to come out of it a little bit and then go right back in it. Oh, that felt good. And we'll come up to center, both hands up. Take this left hand down, bend that left elbow. Right arm up and over. Breathe here. Maybe you come out of it a little bit and then you go back in. And then we'll come back up. I think I'm going to add a twist. Go ahead and twist to the right. Right hand behind, left hand on right knee. Slowly come back to center. That was a good twist. And then we'll go over to the other side. That was a good twist too. Come back to the front. And then let's find some cat-cows, I guess. And then we can end in child's pose. Sound good? Sounds good to me. Alright. Coming into our cat-cows, we're making sure everything's stacked up. Knees and hips stacked over knees. Shoulders stacked over the wrists. We're spreading our hands, gripping into the mat. We're going to start in a cat and around the shoulders. Tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin, breathe out. Inhale, looking up. And dropping the belly low, filling it up. And then we're releasing the breath. Follow your breath. And then since our next pose is child's pose, I'm going to open up these knees, bring a bolster in, and we're going to find a rest down. Slowly start to wake on up. You can 100% add a Shavasana to the end of today's practice if you like. I fully support that. But let's go ahead and close it out. We'll circle sweep our arms up. Bring our hands into heart center, bow to yourself. Maybe repeat to yourself, I am strong. I am centered, I am grounded, I am rooting into myself and into these changes I want to make. And then you take a big deep breath. My heart is so filled with gratitude. Thank you so much. I can't wait to see where we are in another 5 days. The light in me honors and sees the light in you. Namaste.